You know, here in Exodus 16, in verses 6 through 8, I love Moses dealing with people. I love his response to their complaining. Let's see what Moses has to say. It says, so Moses and Aaron said to all the people of Israel, by evening you will realize it was the Lord who brought you out of the land of Egypt. In the morning you will see the glory of the Lord, because he has heard your complaints which are against him, not us. What have we done that you should complain about us? So Moses is throwing this back where it belongs, right? They're not really complaining against Moses and Aaron. At the end of the day, they're complaining against God. So that's the problem. That's the issue. And so Moses redirects that. He's like, it's not us, it's God, guys. You're complaining against him. And you're going to see it wasn't us that brought you out of Egypt. It was the Lord that brought you out of Egypt. You got to remember this. You know, Moses never claimed to be the instigator and the author of the Exodus. He always pointed them towards God. He was God's man. He was God's messenger. He was God's prophet. He was the human face for the message that God had, but he was not the author of what happened. He was a participant just like everybody else, and he understood this. So in verse 8, it continues, said, then Moses added, the Lord will give you meat to eat in the evening and bread to satisfy you in the morning, for he has heard all your complaints against him. What have we done? Yes, your complaints are against the Lord and not us. Now you would think that the plagues, the Passover, the Red Sea, all of these things would have brought the people to a point where they would have trusted God, right? That they would have been like, okay, God brought us through this. This is incredible. But a lot of times, honestly, incredible experiences don't change the heart as much as we would like to think it does. You know, sadly, I've watched this. I have seen God do some really incredible things, some things that I would, in one instance in particular, I would pretty much quantify as a miracle. And the family that it affected did not continue in their obedience to God, their dedication to God. It was very short-lived. And I remember being troubled by that. And this was years ago, as I saw what God did, and I was like, wow, how could they ignore that? Then I go to Exodus, and I see that. I see them there ignoring what God had just done. And honestly, in a greater miracle, in greater ways, in these incredible things happening, they too forgot real quickly. So just because God does something amazing in someone's life doesn't mean that they're going to have that long-term dedication to him. It doesn't change our hearts oftentimes like we think it will or like we hope it will for people. It's Jesus Christ that changes our hearts. He's what makes us alive. He's what gives us hope. So, it's a great story that tracks over right to today and us. See you later.